welcome back to the channel. Today we are staying at a place that we've been wanting to stay at for a while, and that is the Margaritaville Resort down in Kissimmee, Florida, off 192. We lived actually not too far from here when this place was being built, so it's kind of cool to come full circle and actually check it out. So we're gonna go give you guys the room tour. Starting off, we're here in the foyer. We do have pocket doors on our left and on our right. Over here to our left is actually going to be the closet, and they're heavy pocket doors. Inside you've got your safe, your luggage rack, ironing board. And on the other side, you've got space to hang up some clothes, so if you're gonna be here for a minute and you wanna hang things up. They did give us one robe, so I'm gonna call down and have them give us a second robe. I think it's kind of interesting that they would only give you one. Like, why not two? Because it is kind of a family-esque resort. I can understand that, like, they don't want people taking them and not paying for them, but it does have a little slip that tells you how you too can buy one and bring one home just like it. As you can see, we do have some nice overhead light up ahead, and I do kind of like how the door situation is. It's not like flush to the room like you usually see. There's actually like a little bit of space between the doorway and the actual door. And in true Margaritaville fashion that we'll get into shortly, advertisements everywhere. All right, next up, we're gonna go take a look at the bathroom. As I mentioned, over here to the right is the bathroom. It is a sliding pocket door. As you come into the bathroom space, there is a bathroom closet over here, and to the right we have the shower, and it does have Margaritaville branded soaps, which is interesting. I do like the pretty green, like seafoam green tile, and it is a rainfall shower head, which I'm kind of excited to try because I've not actually been anywhere that had a true rainfall shower head overhead, so that's really exciting. Over here behind us, we have a double vanity, which I'm always saying in the videos, like, they only put one sink in the middle. Double vanities, guys. I love a double vanity. These look like dolphin tails, how you turn on and off the faucet. They look like little dolphin tails, which I think is really cute. You do have some storage space up here. There is some Margaritaville free of parabens and sulfates. So this, oh, it says moisturizer. It's not hand soap, in case you were wondering. No, this is your hand soap. I thought it might be like soap right there, but it's not. You've got sconces on both sides, and you actually have outlets on both sides of the sink as well. We've got a really nice little light up mirror over here, which I don't know if it'll work. Oh, it does work. Great for doing your makeup, which I love. We've got some hanging space here, hanging space over there. And this is the toilet room, which smells noxiously like bleach. Whoever cleaned the bathroom definitely completely disinfected this bathroom. We've got some art hanging up on the walls. It's actually not too bad of a bathroom closet. I've been in smaller. If you want to know really small, look at our Hard Rock. Was it Hard Rock? No, Planet Hollywood. The Planet Hollywood bathroom closet. It was so small that like the door hit your knee. So this one, it's nice. The door swings out so you don't have to share your bathroom space with the door. Next up, we're gonna go take a look at the living space. So before we continue on into the living space, I did want to point out they do have this giant full-size mirror, which I am absolutely in love with. I would love to have one this size in my house if I had the room. Love a good full-size mirror. It actually helps open up this space a little bit and bounce some light around. Also, if you wanted to, you can book adjoining rooms. Obviously, we're just us. We don't have an adjoining room, but if you wanted that option, you do have that option at this resort. Continuing on, I believe I'll have to link underneath this what this room exactly is. It is a king size suite is what it's supposed to be. It's not their 1-bedroom suite, but it was the nicer of the non 1-bedroom suites, and it is a pool view. You can get a parking lot view on the other side, but I figured for the extra $50 a night, might as well get a pool view. As I mentioned, it is a king size bed, and what I think is super cute are their little parrots on the actual bedspread, which I think is just like a really cute attention to detail that you just don't see in themed resorts anymore. Come on, Disney. You could do something like this to the bedspreads, just some subtlety. It doesn't have to be in your face, although this is very in your face, like we're at the beach. I didn't lay on the bed yet, Gary did, but we do have what looks to be like queen size pillows. So not the big king size pillows, which I think every king size bed should always have king size pillows, but that's just my opinion. We do have nightstands on both sides of the table, they do match, and then sconces on both sides of the table. And what I like about these is they have a dimmer switch, which is really nice. So if you just want a little bit of light, you can dim it, you can make it bright. You do have plugs and USBs, not C cords, but USB on both sides. And then also too, we do have changes in latitude and changes in attitude pillow, which I think is kind of cute. I have to say the theming in this room is very on point for Jimmy Buffett, Margaritaville, leave your worries at the door and just have some fun island fun. Overhead, we do have a ceiling fan, which is also a really nice touch, and I know Gary's gonna love that tonight when we sleep. And it just kind of like lets the breeze flow in. It's actually really nice outside, so we've got the sliding glass door open, but we'll show you guys that in just a second. Over here to the left side of the living space, we do have the workspace, which is actually pretty long. In terms of where the chair goes, it's only about half of it. There are some drawer spaces. They are not very deep. They're actually quite shallow and what look to be like some stuff in there. So not quite sure on the cleanliness level. We actually saw some toenail clippings on the floor, which was a little discouraging, but whatever, we stay in hotels all the time. Our Planet Hollywood, we found a toothpick cleaner, so who knows. We've found all kinds of things in hotel rooms. It is what it is. You do have a ice bucket over here, but what's interesting is it doesn't have a liner. Usually ice buckets have a liner, so no liner here. I guess they're just expecting you to raw dog it. The room does come with 2 bottles of water, and I think they replenish these daily, which is nice because water is good. And then you've got a little bit of storage space up here. We've got kind of a moderately okay sized TV. We haven't really flipped through it all that much, but it does look like you can do a few things within the TV, and you may be able to like cast to it if you have a Chrome casting device. We haven't really messed with it a whole lot yet, but as I mentioned, this is your workspace. You do have some plugs, you have some USB, and then you've got like a nice little like Margaritaville pen pad and Margaritaville pencil. So you don't get a pen, you get a pencil here. One other unique thing I do want to point out when we go back over to this side is the tablet, but we'll talk about that in just a second. Over here in the left-hand corner, you do have this little food tray, which I thought maybe it picked up so you could like move the food onto the bed, which we've stayed at a few hotels that had like a food tray like that, so you could actually eat your food in bed without feeling like you got your food everywhere. But of course, we've got the lovely cup half bed chair. Because what hotel room wouldn't be a hotel room without the cup chair? There's also a bench in front of the bed as well. Do with that as you please. But next up, I'm going to show you the last few touches of the room, like the fridge, the coffee maker, the tablet, and the patio. The room has a tablet. You can set alarms on it. You can also book spa treatments. You can see the menu at the promenade. You can buy tickets to the water park, other attractions. It does look like you can do different kinds of services. You can call valet and concierge. You can get a wake-up call if that's more your jam. There's directions. You can book a taxi. I'm not sure what postcard is, but they also have the ability to do the timeshare if you really wanted to, and Studio Movie Grill. And if you guys have watched our channel, we've gone to Studio Movie Grill. This one specifically so many times. So if you actually want to see what that's like, It's literally right outside this resort. So in location, this resort has so many things around it, which we'll get into later. But I thought this was an interesting touch. They also have the iHeartRadio on here, so I'll try that later and see if it plays in the room somewhere. I don't see any external speakers, so I'm not quite sure if it just plays through the tablet or if there's hidden speakers somewhere that I don't see. Back over here in our little corner, we've got our little Keurig. Well, it's like a Keurig, but it's not. You've got 2 cups, we've got lots of little pods. And then down in here, we've got a mini fridge, which actually is quite big, I have to say. It's actually quite spacious if you want to bring some snacks or drinks back to your room. And what I do like about the room is just like the cute little touches. So like you've got the nautical rope, you've got the big nautical, like north, south, east, and west. And then you've got this little plane. It's just random. It's just like a little, like a water plane, I think is what they're called. Now we're gonna show you the view out here on the deck. So here we are out on the patio. It does have 2 Adirondack chairs, and the patio is actually pretty nicely spaced out, I have to say. We do have a really nice view of the pool, and it's kind of hidden. Like our room specifically is a little bit hidden with these 2 trees. I can't really speak for the other rooms to our left and to our right. As you can see, you're kind of partitioned off between the 2 rooms, but not like by a whole lot. And if you wanted to, you could just kind of like sneak a peek between the cracks, which is kind of interesting. You do have a little table out here, which I think is really cute. But yeah, I'm kind of excited to just sit back and just enjoy the room.
Kind of see me in the reflection, but you can see the water park in the distance. Look at that. There's the water park. And then this is another entrance to the building. This isn't the main one. That's kind of what they both look like. And there's a pond over there. That's what we're dealing with, view-wise, on this side. Oh, look at that. I can see Everest in the distance. Can you see it? Can you see Everest? Can you see it? So this is what Margaritaville looks like. Look at that. Here's the lobby. It's very island themed. I like the margarita glasses. So those are margarita glasses, you know, for the lights. Interesting touch. If you didn't know, Margaritaville makes a margarita machine. Wedding chapel over there. And then they have a bunch of like timeshare stuff over this side. In the lobby, they do have a little store for provisions, you know, snacks, drinks, stuff like that. It's pretty nice looking. There's a cotton candy machine. That's cool. Back down in the lobby, we're checking out the Euphoria Fish House. I don't know if we can get a menu, but we'll find out. Menu for Euphoria. So they have a live singer and a band, but they're also playing hip-hop music. Right now it's a little bit lower, but earlier the band was playing and there was hip-hop music at the same time. Yeah, as they said, if you can't hear it, it's like very confusing in this place. And they also had a 20% gratuity charge, which ended up being an actual like 30% gratuity charge. Just know that ahead of time. We'll talk a little bit about that in a minute. Live music every night. So we ordered some room service. We got the Lucille's, it's a barbecue place. I got a side salad, which was $5. Here's my side salad. And Nacy bought an actual salad that's supposed to be a chicken salad. That's her $18 chicken salad. Look at your hands.
Yeah, it was $18.
It is the exact same size.
Comes in the same container.
Same ranch dressing, everything.
I mean, mine has the chicken on it, but
right,
still,
but
it
that's
should have been a
$13 worth. We got some fried pickles, and then we got chicken wings to try. Nacy found some hair.
It's my hair. It was still attached to my head.
Yeah, so we're gonna chow down.
How crazy is that?
And we'll let you know our overall thoughts on the food in a little bit. Wanted to give you some legit thoughts about the food at Margaritaville. Now, we were there for a few days, so we did try everything at Margaritaville, and it was a disappointment. The restaurant, Euphoria, is supposed to be like a sit-down fancy restaurant, but there was just people standing around most of the time. The place was pretty empty, understandably, by the way. The food, the seafood, we got an order of cocktail shrimp. The shrimp tasted old and really didn't taste right, so then we didn't get any more seafood because we just were afraid of food poisoning, and if For all you that follow us, you know why I'm afraid of the food poisoning. So we got some steaks. The steak was okay, but all the side dishes had no flavor. Nacy got broccoli that didn't have butter, salt, nothing on them. It was literally just steamed broccoli. Was not good. Our waitress carded us, which is okay. You know, that's not a big deal. But it was just weird, and it sort of added to the experience of just being weird. She would like stand over us and stare at us because it was empty. There was no place else for her to do anything, so she would just like awkwardly stand and stare at us. The drinks at that restaurant and the bars were pretty poorly made. Not much alcohol, not made very well. We ordered something, they brought us something wrong, and it was just not a good experience at Euphoria. The room service comes from City Walk. So if you know, City Walk is right next to it. It's the Margaritaville City Walk. It's got a bunch of restaurants like Ford Garage, a barbecue place, a British fish and chips place. There's a few places to eat there. On room service, you get two options. You get basically a pub place, and then you get the Lucille's barbecue, which we tried in the video. It wasn't bad, but it came just like DoorDash. So you're paying DoorDash fees, and you're paying room services fees for just getting DoorDash or Uber Eats or whatever you want to order it from. So it's the same thing as that. So don't go in there thinking that there's really anything room service wise to come get you at this resort. We even tried the cotton candy machine. Our friend brought her daughter with them when they came to the resort. They got the cotton candy machine. It hasn't been maintained, so it kind of went in wrong to the one slot, so the cotton candy came out all wrong. It still tasted good. The cotton candy was okay. It's just like the topping she got was Nerds, and it spilled all over the actual machine and very little on her actual cotton candy. So that was also disappointing. The 30% charge that they say it's 20, but by the end they're charging it after tax, so they're getting about 30% increase for the tip. Is a little outrageous, and they do it because the service is so bad. Obviously, they must not have been getting tipped there, so instead of actually improving that or doing anything, they just added a 20% surcharge to it, which is a little disappointing. I know some people say it's because in other countries they don't tip, so it's just to be safe. But in this one, it seemed more like it was just bad, so they added it on to fix it. Honestly, there are so many other options, and we talk about this a little in our legit final thoughts. There's so many other options around. I would just go there. I would not eat there. It's just not a good place to eat, and the food is just really, really bad. So let's go take a look at the gym and the pool area. If you head to the first floor, on the west side, there's a little arcade. So you got a couple motorbikes. You got one of those weird, like, playing the game thing. You got some Pokemon cards. And then you got the Blueies over there, SpongeBob. And a couple driving games. So they like their driving games. It's not very relaxing beach-esque, I wouldn't think. They do have a spa located on the campus. And they have some relaxation. Check out the QR code to see all their spa menu. We're outside the pool area, so if you go to the first level, there's towels and stuff down at that end. Here's the pool. You can see it from our room. We'll do a little bit more investigating to see if we can get in. There it is. And then if you want to go to the workout room, apparently it's that way. We'll check that out in a minute too. Another view of the pool from the further side. There's the second pool over here. So we're walking around the pool. This is how dark it is at night. It's only 6:30. I think they should add a couple lights out here. It's a little dark. So they have the game. Cornhole. And then you got some pods looking things on this like beachy area. And then they got the cabanas over there. You got your Salty Rim bar and grill over there. And then you have a pond over this way. They do have a fire pit over here too, but I don't understand. It's about to close, so like you're not going to be able to use it. It won't ever get late enough. And there's the...
It's only 7:30.
Oh, he was acting like they're about to get ready to close. It's only 7:30. Weird. We'll get one shot of the pool, then we're going to head out. Oh, you can see the slingshot in the distance over top of the hotel. We showed you the outside of the pool. There's the cabanas and stuff over there, beach chairs. That's the pool, y'all. Not much to it. Two really nice pools, though. They are separated. Yeah. So
nice.
What you thinking of the pools?
It's nice.
They're nice?
Yeah. It's kind of cold tonight, so I'm a little chilly, but yeah.
Yeah, we're going to head back to the hotel. On our way out, just getting a shot of the clamshell little tent things that we told you about. It's not like a sandbar. That's them. So if you want an actual cabana, they have cabanas, and these are the clamshells. I don't know why everything's closed already here, y'all, but it is. Here's the gym area for you. I'll show you where it is in a second. Bunch of treadmills, some workout equipment, free weights down there. I got some ellipticals over here with busted screens. Bike, rowing machine. Not a bad size. Fascinating. Yeah, that's what we're dealing with, gym-wise. Oh, there's a couple bikes over there and a couple more machines. It's a standalone building. Outside the gym, here's kind of where it's located. So these are the what are they called? Condos, I guess? The villages? Cottages, that's it. The cottages, the village cottages we call them. There's a shuffleboard outside. And then it's just this standalone building right by the pool. That's the fitness center. So it's just that one room. Oh, that's the spa with the amenities and stuff. So that's kind of where it's located. The pool is right behind it. We have explored basically most of the hotel, but I was going to show you the back side of the hotel just to give you an idea of what it looks like at night. Really dark. Add some lights. Not really too safe here, but and there's just a whole lot of quit with the staff so far. The pool's not supposed to open, or I'm sorry, the pool's not supposed to close till 9. It's an hour and a half away, and they've already stopped serving drinks and everything.
Said you gotta go to the main place, but the main place doesn't make good drinks.
Yeah, because we were just at the main place. So yeah, so since it was off camera, we got bombarded by the, 2-hour whatever presentation, timeshare presentation. Here's what the hallways look like. Interesting carpets, kind of pineapple-y. If you're looking for the business center, it's on the first floor. They call it the Coconut Telegraph. Cool name. Ooh, this place stinks, y'all. But there's 2 computers, printer, and an ATM in the business center. You can see right there how dirty that handle is. That's kind of the cleanliness of this room. So that's just a display of how clean the room is. There's bugs in the room today this morning. So if you're doing valet at night, they don't actually have valet out here. There's no one at the valet stand. You actually have to bring it over there to a lady and drop your keys off. Not really valet. All right, that concludes our stay at the Margaritaville.
Yeah, that has to be one. I'm going to be honest. It's going to be one of the most memorable stays I've ever had, and it's not because it was good.
Yeah. Valet is a joke. They don't even know what valet is. They're not there 24 hours a day. It's hard to get your car if you park valet. Know that ahead of time. The city walk is basically shut down.
Yeah,
I mean, there's no one there.
Not really a whole lot to do there at all. You're going to get harassed. And by harassed, I mean really harassed by timeshare people.
The room wasn't clean, but it smelled like bleach when we got there. It's really kind of a weird
It was a
situation.
Very overwhelming smell that we had to open the doors and let the room air out. And even then, it still didn't air out for like 2 days.
The air conditioning didn't work in the room, which wasn't bad because we were there when it was cold. But if you're there in the summer and think that you're going to be able to stay in that room, that's not going to be possible. The pool party starts super early, and you can hear it in the room.
The restaurant, definitely not great.
Skip.
Yeah, it's a skip. It's a hardcore skip.
Yeah.
Even the bar couldn't make good drinks, so I don't even know if I would go down to the bar and just grab drinks and apps. Like, I would just be like, no.
Yeah, I would skip it altogether. I would just go someplace else. There's Chewy's across the street.
Yeah.
There's some other options available that would be much better than that place.
And it's expensive. It's not cheap either. So overall, we spent almost $1,400 on 4 nights there. So you do the math. I don't think it was worth it for the level of harassment, the lack of services, how the bed just wasn't comfortable.
At all.
It's a thumbs down for me.
Yeah, I definitely would recommend. There's other hotels around there. We love the Swan and Dolphin. That's always my go-to right now. We're going to go back to Orlando in a few months and try some other ones. Mm-hmm. But right now, the Swan and Dolphin definitely leads.
So if you like this kind of video, make sure you give it a thumbs up.
Make sure to hit that subscribe button.
And ring that notification bell so you get notified when we do at least 3 videos a week.
And we'll come and get you all for the next one.
Ain't that the truth, Baby Ruth?
Bye, everybody.
Bye. We just wanted to take a moment to thank you guys for watching this video. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, would you please consider hitting that subscribe button, as it helps us reach a wider audience and helps our channel grow even further. To those of you who are already subscribed to the channel, we just wanted to say a huge thank you for always being there and supporting our channel. We cannot wait to take you guys on our next adventure, so we'll see you guys in the next one.